People have to wonder, where does Sunny Hostin get her opinions?
Yeah.
Like you said, it's obviously from her husband. She has to tell her what to say in The View, because without it, she's got nothing up there. She's not very bright. But the problem with her is that she went full racist. She injected skin color into a fairly generic behavior seen in all spouses, regardless of skin color. People marry, they listen to each other, they have something in common with them, they share their political views. She just didn't want to upset her husband by saying her husband makes her do everything, and then she'd have to accuse him of being a racist. Because if he told her that this is what white women do, then he's a racist.
Get ready, everyone. The world of daytime television was been shaken by something seismic. You can be certain that Greg Gutfeld and Bill Maher will not be subtle in their pursuit of The View. It's best described, in my opinion, as burnt ground.
Maher calls her a 10. I mean, how dare she objectify a woman with a sexist rating system, but it's such a typical thing from a 1.5.
Imagine now if Maher, the expert at shattering political facades, is working with the fiery Gutfeld, who is renowned for his biting sarcasm. Takedowns are their love language, and they didn't hold back this time. Their primary charge is that The View is stifling dissent rather than promoting discussion. A chat application that blocks anything that tries to color beyond the lines while feigning to encourage tolerance.
Obviously, just the parts that you said. Did I watch a whole episode of The View?
No woman can do that unless you're stupid. But
I have a job.
Here's the thing. How can they call themselves progressives when they keep saying that nothing has progressed? Then it's on them.
Right. I just wish I could have, would have watched if I could, would have been Joy Behar watching that.
Yes.
And being like, I totally made the right call. It was not an accident that they had him there on her day off.
Yes.
When she was, presented herself as the, expert on systemic racism as a white lady.
Well, she had that one Halloween where she went to Diana Ross and she felt she was treated different.
However, they weren't focusing just on contentious issues. Instead, they focused on something more profound: the dubious consistency of the viewpoints reverberating around the table. Have you ever observed that applause appears to be more about groupthink than it is about insight? These two comedians are examining that. The irony? An artificial echo chamber of a diverse perspectives lecture.
Gets racism, after all. She's been black on Halloween. Yeah. But Joy wasn't there on the show. Apparently Mondays are her days off when she feeds in the pasture. But that is convenient, right? It's like one of my aunts dies every time Brand Kilmeade wants to hang out. Maybe Joy needs a full day to read her hate mail, and that's just from the rest of the...
Additionally, their criticism served as both a warning and a reprimand. To the press and the audience, stop conflating applause with clarity, they said. Meaningful communication should not be confused with emotional outbursts. It's time for a reality check if you continue to watch these shows because you believe they are real discourse.
I had a different question, but it struck me that in the first segment you used the term woke, and you said that woke is what was sort of ruining everything. And I know that you're...
No, I didn't say ruining everything. I said that's why Trump could get reelected.
That's why Trump could get reelected. So the term woke has been, in my view, co-opted by the right and weaponized and bastardized. And so I was surprised to hear you use the term, because historically, as you know, because I think you're quite brilliant, that woke is a word used by the black community to note that we must be aware of social injustices.
But words
and so
migrate.
why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, and originally that was...
A wider trend is being revealed by them. Political chat shows are evolving into theater, the kind that has a lot of dramatic music, characters that are predictable, and lines that seem like they were practiced. Sincere conversation has been removed from the stage. Only a set and a screenplay remain.
Somebody texted this week because she attacked me the week
Yeah,
before.
sure.
So everybody was like, oh, Bill, I get you're enjoying the karma. First of all, I'm going to talk about this at the end of my show next week, teaser. But there is no fucking thing as karma, okay? Get over that. Attacks me on a regular basis. She says stupid shit on a regular basis. It just happened to coincide.
It's similar to seeing a comedian whose jokes haven't been funny for years, but no one has pointed it out. According to Gutfeld and Maher, The View has substituted safe, recycled banter for genuine disagreement. The argument has given way to a series of rehearsed monologues. Because nothing dares to surprise you, nothing surprises you.
Tantalizing. You know, I make fun of The View a lot, but that's only because they keep talking. Because COVID also taught Sunny Hostin how to get her groceries delivered.
3 years, that's when I discovered Instacart, and I give them a big tip because they don't always pay their people well, and it's so that's been an issue I think for the company. But man, you can get toiletries, you can get fire logs.
Fire logs? She had to tell the audience that she tips big because even she knows she sounds.
Consider a dinner party where everyone is complimenting the meal before they've even had a chance to try it. It's the vitality. When Gutfeld remarked that it feels like a public therapy session with no one genuinely working through the concerns, he was 100% right, just nodding in agreement and exchanging fears. Maher went one step further and claimed that rather than growth, what is taking place is the fear of dissent posing as inclusivity.
Number one, it was the conservatives who hated the Jews.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bill Maher, who has been the standard bearer for liberalism and in many ways leftism until the woke went bananas in this last decade, but for decades, that's what this guy has represented in America. I want you to note the tone they all talk with him. I want you to look at Sunny Hostin's body language and the way they look at him and everything else. Just because he is a lefty who hasn't gone completely bananas.
This was not just a friendly conversation, there was an appeal. Despite having radically different political philosophies, Gutfeld and Maher are advocating for the same thing: honest, open communication. It's a waste of effort to end each section with "yeah, same here." It's groupthink on video, not journalism.
Berg, who, by the way, I hope is still a friend, we can disagree with each other, should not be canceled or put off her show, as much as I totally disagree with her crazy statement. Free speech. She should be there. She shouldn't get a timeout.
Not every single thing has to be for everybody.
Right.
We can have platforms that have stuff on them that not everyone on that platform or who consumes stuff on that platform enjoys. And The View is a particularly weird place to do a cancellation.
It's called The View.
It's called The View. It's not called The Facts.
Yeah, but
It's
isn't it interesting that it's called, I mean, I don't think they meant this when Barbara Walters invented it a long time ago, but
They raised awareness of the emergence of performance activism when being well-groomed takes precedence over morality and furious outrage takes the place of deliberate discussion. The gap was criticized by Gutfeld. Maher lamented the decline of conversation. They all brought up an important point. Do we prefer sound bites or actual information in between commercial breaks?